Okay. All right. Ba 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 da ba la 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 la. Yeah. Hello, folks, ladies and gents, or whatever you are. It's DANKBIGT and BRUNDOG. We are back live for ya. Oh, it's a great Monday, Brunner. Great Monday.
I hate Mondays.
Whoa! Looks like he woke up on the wrong side of the bed, folks. All right. So, obviously, as you can tell, our topic of the day is going to be on the Pats. And as you can see, I am very salty. And I want to get some tissue box because I need it at this point. So, the first topic we're going to talk about is a multitude, it's multiple layers on the Pats. And what we want to discuss is, chat, is it time for the Pats to sell? So, Gilmore, so whatever you gotta do to get picks and to rebuild. Because obviously, it's looking like Cam Newton, with the weapons he's got, can't do jack shit. And maybe because of his health, we're not quite sure his can do quite what he did in his MVP season anymore. Even though he showed up against a Seattle defense that can't stop anyone. He can't even stop me. Can't even stop my dead grandmother from getting a first down. So, what do you think, chat? And is this the right time to sell?
I think it's the right time to sell, and I had a feeling this was going to happen, Antonio, because with all the opt-outs, Hightower, Chung, there's a bunch of other people I can't name, but there's and the offense is worse than last year with Brady.
That is so true. It's just mind-boggling to just to know we still have one of the best offensive coordinators. And what does that say? It says that Brady meant more to the Pats. He really did.
I kept telling people that. I kept telling people that. I gave I always gave players more the more percentage because you can only do so much as a coach. The players has to execute the plan.
I know. And I don't even know what Harry is. Like I can't even what is that? Like I don't even know what to say. Like he can't get open. I mean, maybe we should convert him to a tight end? I
What
don't
is he,
know.
6'4"?
Yeah, I mean,
He's too slow.
that's what I'm saying. He's a tight end. He's not playing we
A first round pick?
like we
No, he's
drafted
not.
him to be a first round and a for well, like you said, a first round pick and a wide receiver.
Yeah, well, I blame this on Bill Belichick. On his drafting at wide receivers are complete and utter trash. The only Pro Bowler from my memory that he has drafted on the offensive side was Gronk in recent memory.
Yep.
That's it.
I mean,
That was 2012. That was 2012.
I know Aaron
2010.
would have been, but we all know what happened with him.
Yeah, well, he was a nutcase.
Yeah,
He was a nutcase even before he got drafted.
I know. Um, Also, we gotta talk about who do we, where do we go from here though? Like, what is our draft? What are we gonna? Obviously, I think we should trade Gilmore now. While he has highest
Definitely.
ceiling, get a first and a second, because I think we're getting a lower. We're getting like a top 10 pick, I think, this year, or at least top 15. And
I would aim for top 10 because
that's what I'm going at as well. That's what.
because you there's going to be three great quarterbacks in this draft. There's there's obviously Trevor Lawrence from Clemson.
Mhm.
There's Justin Shields, and then there's one other guy. I can't remember his name, but there's three great quarterbacks in this draft.
Right.
Trevor Lawrence is going to go one, I'm guessing.
Mhm.
He's probably going to go to the Jets, but he might do Eli Manning thing and just like refuse to go to Jets. I would do this exact same thing. That organization is a disaster.
I know.
Justin, I if I'm Bill Belichick, I trade all the good, all like the star players you have left and trade and get picks.
Exactly. I also
That's
think
that's what I would do.
we should try to get that kid Trey Lance from was it North Dakota State, I think? He's a quarterback.
Yeah, that's the guy I was thinking of.
Um, I mean, he might be a poor man's version of Justin Field, but in this NFL day, it's evolving to quarterbacks who have legs now, who can do dual threat. It's starting to get hit. It's starting to go into that trend. Even though obviously the top arms are going to go first overall, but having a dual threat is also what we need as well.
Right.
And also, we could trade for Beckham, Odell. We know Bill
I
Belichick
would
likes,
not even bother
but
with
I
that.
don't want that as well. I heard rumors. I heard speculations. I heard, maybe Julio because he's kind of old. I'm not sure about that either. I
You
even
think
the
you think Julio wants to play with a
no,
rookie? No.
no,
He probably wants to go to a good team.
right. That is what I think. Also, for so for our next topic, Winner, what do we have? What's on your list?
Well, I heard this topic about the idiot on Fox Sports, uh, Nick Wright. He said with a straight face, "Is Bo Jackson overrated?"
Yeah,
That boggled my effing mind.
yeah. Uh,
Bo Jackson is legitimately the greatest athlete to ever grace baseball and football ever.
I would just say the world in general.
Yeah,
This planet Earth. I mean, the guy had like 4.2 speed. We like 240 or something, 230.
yeah, he weighed 230, 240 at
And
like
yeah,
six,
and he
6'1".
he never lifted in his life, right? Basically, he never
Yeah,
lifted. Like
no,
the guy was just born an alien. Um, he was better than Michael Jordan at the time before he got injured. After the athlete. Nick Wright's just a jughead. There's nothing to say about it. I mean, he's just doing it to get attention. It's what they all do. It's like that's how you get
oh
viewerships.
yeah,
You just say shit that comes out of your ass because maybe it'll stick. Maybe it'll get
yeah, very
attention.
true.
You know, and he definitely made a lot of people lose brain cells. And I'm sorry, we can't. I don't do insurance or anything, so I don't know what happens with us like health insurance. But if it did, Nick Wright owes you a lot of money. Like, that's just stupid.
I
I
think I
mean,
want I think I want the drugs that he's smoking, Antonio.
I don't want that because it'd be too strong, and I'll probably wind up somewhere naked. And I don't know, like maybe like a
Yeah,
Denny's, got the Denny's or
like in
something.
Yeah, like a GTA 5, like Trevor.
Yeah, something like that. All right. Chat, let us know if you agree on this stupid argument that Nick Wright said about Bo Jackson being overrated. I don't know.
I think he's actually underrated
I
because some people
uh,
had never even seen
I
him.
know. That's it is sad. All right. For our next topic, chat, we want you to list your top 5 video games. Top 5 video games. Take your time. We'll get back to this at the end of the show. For my second topic, I wanted to know: do you the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl? Do you think the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl, or do you think it would be the Chiefs? Because right now, the Steelers look like the most complete team besides the Bucks. I think the Bucks are going to the Super Bowl, but do you think they're going against the Chiefs or the Steelers? Let us know, chat. And also, what do you think about that, Booner?
I think I can't bet my money on the Steelers yet because I'm not gonna put my money on them because I'm not gonna bet against Patrick Mahomes.
I can
I'm not
understand.
gonna I'm not gonna bet against them. That's the same thing why I'm not gonna bet against Tom Brady. I think the Bucks and the Steelers are the most complete team, but I don't know if I trust Big Ben anymore.
Oh, Big Ben the rapist. Uh,
Yeah, that one.
Big Ben. I mean, listen, I trust Big Ben, and I think if anyone can will their team to a win, it would be Big Ben. I mean, he has the talent. He has the offensive weapons. He has the defense. Usually, in all of, like every Super Bowl the Steelers have been in, this is their recipe for winning. And they're 7-0. This is like I don't know. This every time I heard they've been undefeated, they've gone to a Super Bowl. But I understand if you think the Chiefs are because it is Mahomes and he is probably still the best quarterback and it's still probably one of the best teams in this league in the in the NFL. So you let us know, chat. Who do you think is going to be going to Super Bowl, Chiefs or Steelers? And we will gladly answer in the last 10 minutes. So, what is your second topic, Bruner? Brundog?
Now this is a college football question. Is Ed Oregon, I think I say his name, overrated as a college coach? I believe he's a good college coach. It's just that you lost probably the greatest college coordinator ever in like a 1 year span. Then you lost your best quarterback, and you bet Joe Burrow. You lost in that year. You lost Jefferson. You lost Randy Moss's Randy Moss' son as a tight end. And they're
Patrick Queen?
yeah
Fulton? Was it?
right. LSU has lost so many people. But to
Yeah.
answer your question, I don't think he's overrated. I think he's just. I never rated him as like a top coach. I always rated him as like a good coach.
Okay. For me, and this is my opinion, I think he lost Joe Brady, probably one of the best offensive coordinators, in which that didn't help at all But I also think next year, though, if he doesn't win, he's definitely going to be in the hot seat. Now, I also think that look, I'm giving him a slight little breathing
Pass.
room because
Pass.
he did lose a lot of NFL talent, and obviously the best quarterback in ever college football, like statistical history and all that stuff. So
Right.
if he doesn't, if he's because he in the SEC, you got to be great. You got to be because you're going against Nick Saban, you're going against Kirby Smart, you're going against uh the Auburn's coach what's his I forget his name. Uh, you're going against yeah even Mississippi State with Mike Leach. He's like one of the best. He like really he's like one of the coaches that revolutionized the air raid game, and now he's at Mississippi State. And look at what he did at Washington State. I mean, and then you got so many upcoming coaches coming in the sec. If you're at Oregon, obviously recruiting is going to be as always it's LSU. You're gonna get the top recruits. You're gonna be in the top 10 always. But you gotta play to your ability. You gotta coach. You know, and if that means hiring the staff, like a better staff, then you gotta do that, and you gotta coach. You can't be losing to teams that you shouldn't be. But I will give them a break. I will say he shouldn't be fired this year, but next year, if this lays another egg, I'm sorry. Maybe Joe Burrow saved them. Because he was on the hot seat before Joe Burrow for his magical season. So
I definitely agree on that. I think Joe Burrow did save him.
so let us know, chat. What is your favorite college football team? And we'll gladly talk about it if you want in the last 10 or 15 minutes. Just let us know in the comment sections below. Now, for my third topic, uh, what is your top 5 desired vacation spots to go after COVID, of course? What is your top 5 vacation spots to go? Or where's place you most want to go after the COVID? For me, my top 5. I want to go to Italy. Never been to Italy. Number 2, I want to go to Switzerland. I want to go to England. It's my third one. Fourth one, I want to go to Bora Bora, and my fifth one is Hawaii. Um, Brunner, I don't know if what is your list?
Well, top one is probably anywhere in the Caribbean. I can't really name anyone, but it's just like I always love like the nice beaches, the hot sun, stuff like that. So anything in the Caribbean. Two is probably Italy. Three, London. Four, Paris, because the food and the atmosphere and just the experience around there. What else? I always wanted to visit Russia for some reason. I don't know why. I just always wanted to visit Russia.
All right,
That's my top five.
all right. Chat, you let us know where you would like to go. There's plenty of places. Uh, Brunner, you start with your next topic, and we'll go from there. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I think all of my topics are pretty much done. But I'd like to start out with who do you think, Antonio, is the greatest or like Mount Rushmore of baseball players? Like Mount Rushmore of baseball players. Well, I believe I have to put uh, King Griffey up there. Babe Ruth has to be there because he's arguably the greatest player who ever lived. I I'd have to put Titty Ball Game up there because that that's the he's probably I think he's the greatest hitter who ever lived, arguably.
I couldn't agree more.
Like I think there's four people on Mount Rushmore, so I'd have to put a pitcher. I'd probably put like Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson, the big unit. He was just unstoppable.
I mean, he had the nastiest letter.
I remember when he hit the bird. If you remember, he hit the bird in one of the game, and,
Oh, he
and it
killed
just
it.
went. Yeah.
Yeah. I I feel so bad for that bird, but at the same time, like, I really don't. Like, I feel bad that it had to like die like that. But at the same time, like, that's just freaking that's fucking badass. Like, like the fact that Randy Johnson just instantly killed that. It's just like if I'm a hitter, I'm just like I'm shitting myself. Like I'm like I'm like I'm doing everything. I'm going Nomar and just like doing my gloves, whatever. Just freaking taking my time, knowing that I had to face Randy Johnson. You know,
Yeah.
like
I remember. I remember in the All Star game, it was some Philly player. He was so scared that he didn't even swing
right. I
because the slider when 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 Randy Johnson did the slider, he's 6'10". So when he throws it, it's at your head. So think about it. A slider goes at your head, and all you see is it goes straight that way. I'd be freaking shitting my pants every time.
like I said, wear your wear your brown pants when you're facing Randy Johnson because I not so many people want to face him and Pedro, and we know how it goes. It's it's just a nightmare. All right, chat. If you had to face one Hall of Fame pitcher, who would you face? Who would you face? And tell us why. Because the pitcher I don't want to face would probably be Nolan Ryan. That would be the pitcher I would not want to ever face. If you guys have any pitchers that you grew up watching and you're like, Christ, I'm glad I don't play baseball right now. And who would that guy be? You let us know in the chat section below, and we will discuss it later. So, next topic is: should basketball, the NBA, should they come back in December, or should, as LeBron and Danny Green said, alluded to, just play in January? There's no point, you know. Because I heard LeBron said he didn't want to play if he's gonna start off in December. What is your thought on this?
Well, here's what it comes down to, Antonio. The bottom line: money. That's all it comes down to. Because the owners missed on a lot of money. Do you know how much money they missed on? And it's
I mean,
insane how much they missed. They how much money they decreased. They lost over $1 billion. And you think the owners are just gonna wait another month? They ain't gonna wait. I can guarantee you. I guarantee you, LeBron will play. He will play in December. He says he won't, but I think he'll play in December. I think that's what they're aiming for.
Hmm.
I think the players want January.
Hmm.
I think they were aiming for Martin Luther King Day or something, if I remember correctly.
Right.
But I think they're going to aim. The owners want around Christmas time. I think that's when it's going to restart again.
I totally understand. I also think that as part of the angle, me personally, I do think it's a little too soon. But LeBron is getting older, so that's why I understand where he's coming from. But I also think um, basketball is like one of those sports where I think it's not as how do you explain it in today's day, like as brutal as it used to be. And I think that having having these couple of months off is gonna, obviously refresh the players enough for me, in my opinion. So
Right.
I think they can play in December. I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, it would make more sense to me that they just played. Maybe shorten the season if that's what they want to do. But I think they should have the same format as they did. Like maybe add a couple more teams in the wild card or whatever. The playoffs, and just have something besides football. Because like when we're on the days that we don't, like on Thursdays, Sundays, and Mondays, we can have basketball and watch Tuesdays, Wednesdays. Also,
Right.
fantasy basketball is, I think it's better. I think it's better than football, just because it's just
I
so much
definitely
fun.
agree on
It's
that.
so much fun. Chat. If you ever played fantasy basketball, it is better than I think fantasy football, just because of the injuries are more higher, and it's just like when you see someone scoring 50 points, you get hyped. All right, I don't care. I'm like ripping my shirt off and just like, you know letting everyone see my skeleton chest, and it's the best feeling. All right, Britter, what's your next topic?
um, what do you think that the Red Sox should do to enhance their next season, or like improve their team next year? They need a lot of uh, a lot of improvement all around. I think they just need to do the draft and just like just continue the draft and hope for the best. I don't and try to get better players at least. You know, like with Mookie Betts leaving, which in my opinion he did not want to come back either way. I think he hated Boston.
What I think,
And for
right, on the Red Sox topic,
yeah,
we need to start selling our pieces, right, for to rebuild the bullpen, because we have starting pitchers, and some of them, I think, like Chris Sale, I don't know how long his arm is gonna last, so I would either trade him for like three top prospects, or you know what I mean,
right.
rebuild the farm system, because we need.
Yeah, well, D- just destroyed our farm system.
I know that's exactly, but we did get a World Series, but at a high price that no one really saw. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like a double edge. Like, Like, yes, we're gonna be super explosive, but then when we sink, we can't. We're gonna. There's nothing we can do because we can't. We don't have the players to fill them in. We don't have the
Right.
system. So also, that oh man, the Mookie Betts trade was so bad. Like, you could have gotten more. You could have gotten so much more for him, and we undersold him. You know, like I'm never gonna get over that. Also, you know, we're just gonna have to wait. It's just a patient game for the Sox Nation. We need, you know, it's just one of those times where we gotta wait. And also, I also think though, baseball needs to do something because I feel like
I
bas-
feel like the sport's gonna die.
it is
If
gonna
they,
die.
it
It will in 20. I would say maybe like give it like 15 more years, 20 maybe. And I don't know if there's gonna be an honors no more. But for all those diehard baseball fans, what do you think the Red Sox should do? And what are your suggestions for the future to make baseball watchable again?
well, I'll say
Would you
one thing, Antonio,
bring back the
before we.
tradition or create new rules? You let us know, chat. And Brunner, what do you have to say?
I don't think that. I think they need to go back to what the bread and butter was. Is bring back the old school rivalries and just let the players play and show their personality. Like back in the day, in the early 2000s, there were so many personalities.
I know.
So many personalities. Right now, your best player is Mike Trout. Is he a personality?
Nope.
No, he's very quiet. Same with Mookie Betts. Great player. Those two are probably the best, are arguably the best two players in the league. But they don't talk.
I agree. I think baseball recently that was at its highest point was when Aaron Judge came in. Like, people were following baseball when his rookie year. They
Right.
they came back because like whoa, what is it? Like, they never seen
They've
such
never seen a
talent.
6'8" guy
Yeah,
hit the ball like
that
that
far,
far.
and he's he's not like Stanton, like where he's just Stanton. We all know Stanton's like, you go to games to watch him hit the ball, but you know that there's a good chance he's gonna strike out like 5 times. So, and he gets hurt all the time. With Judge, the guy hits for average too, and he creams the ball. And he's on the Yankees, which is like the most. It's like the most the most the most known baseball
They're,
team and
right. They're the most recognizable
recognizable
team in
team
baseball.
in the world. Everyone knows the Yankees. You know, there's like they're so international, and they're so well known in America for being the villains
Right.
that it's like it's hard not. He's must watch every time because they're always on the prime time. You know what I mean? When you
Yeah.
go, the, he's a baby. Oh, not. I also wouldn't say he's a baby bomber, but it's like a it's like dropping a bomb on a like what is it? Hiroshima? That's what Judge does. That's what he
Yeah.
does.
Well, but to answer the question, what can they do?
To survive baseball, it's bring back the old traditions.
I would bring back
Personality,
personalities
yeah.
to top players,
Hmm.
and slowly but surely tell Yankees and Red Sox players, make sure you say you don't like each other.
Right.
That'll bring back the rivalry, because remember, in the early 2000s, those players hated each other.
True.
Absolutely hated each other.
I know. We need more rivalries like that. We need more just personalities to just say more tradition. Just let them play the baseball. Don't try to like some rules here and there are good, but like don't like try to speed up the game. It's always been baseball. It's always been like this.
Baseball is the only sport that's timeless.
Yes, and you need more personalities. I agree. You need crazy people just playing baseball. Not like obviously not like Aaron Hernandez, but like
You need players, personalities that are
yep.
fun to watch. Like the only player I realistically like, even though he's on the Yankees, is Aaron Judge, and he's
Right.
very entertaining to watch because
He's
he's like Gronk with a bat, and he
he has a
smashes it
he
like
has a good
500 feet
personality.
practically.
He's a good personality. He's very likable. Same thing with Jeter. Um,
Yeah,
it's like
Big
when
Poppy.
we lost Johnny Damon, I was like, oh, that hurt me. Because that's back then. That's when baseball was at its highest. All right,
Right.
let's move on to another topic because we are a little bit behind. What chat? What is one sport or slash hobby that you wish you have learned or you explored throughout your life? So for me, I always wished I played golf with my father, and because I suck at it, but it looks a lot of fun, and so I always wanted to play golf. I always wanted to learn how to use like the iron, the putter, the what, like all the unique stuff, and then get pissed off and get drunk on a golf course. You know that that looks like a lot of fun. So I what is one thing you guys would like to have done? And Brunner, what is one thing, one hobby, one sport you wish you played or you wish you explored more into?
Oh man. I don't know. Uh, I probably wish I played baseball more when I was a kid, because
You're a fan, but you've never played.
yeah, I always loved baseball. I wish I played it as a kid.
Mm.
My brother used to play it past. I don't think he went past t-ball. I would have loved to play it as like maybe a high school. Same thing with football as well.
Right. Uh, so chat, yeah, let us know what you would like to have done. Something that you just wish you were like, I wish I did that. You know, like I realized when I was on a cruise a couple years ago, I was watching cricket, right? And I was just like, what the
Cricket.
heck? Yeah, it's a sport, right? I see. You see with chat, we don't even know. I don't even know about cricket, but like it was like so weird looking. Like it's like you can hit the ball. It's like the stadium is like a circle, right? A giant circle, and you can hit the ball backwards. And if it goes out of bounds, you get points. And it's like it was so weird but so cool to watch. Like I couldn't stop watching it. And maybe because I was drunk, I don't know. Cause
I think that had
but
something to do with it.
I mean, it's possible. But I'm just saying when I went back to watch it, like when I was like, you know, not hungover, and I was like, this shit's pretty cool. Like like I don't understand it, but it's just like it's so unique, you know? It's so different, and it's like like it's it's like really cool to watch the British announcers just like talking and about the sport, and it's just like it's like, oh, that's a wicket, and I'm like, what the hell's a wicket? And then it's just like, they're talking about all this stuff, you know what I mean? So like I figured, you know what, that's like a good example. What is yours? Your your hobby, or it could be reading, it could be fishing, it could be anything, right? Like what is one thing you wish you wanted to do, or you might have regret not doing as a kid? Um, I just I figured for me, it would be golf, and for Bruno, it would be baseball, playing more baseball. What is your favorite, or not your favorite, but your one thing you would like to have done? Your hobby, sport, anything in the past. You let us know, chat. We'll be going over all the topics at the end. All right, Brenner, you got anything you want to talk about?
No, I'm pretty much all set on my topics. So,
Okay. Well, I do got some news. This is gaming industry. Chat. E- EA, which we know they EA Sports. They also make a lot of make a lot of other video games, and there's a huge controversial about loot boxes. And in recent news, the Netherlands has sued EA $500,000 each month for having loot boxes in its game. And their argument is that this violates their gambling laws, and EA is trying has been always this has gone before this is about FIFA in the Netherlands, FIFA 21, and there's a huge debate whether loot boxes are gambling or not. I think it's totally gambling because you don't. First, it's worse than gambling. You can't even use the money that you get. There's no money. You just buy things to help you get a player, and it's not even guaranteed. Also, you don't even get money in return. Maybe you could save it. You can save up. Do something when you're lost in your life, and it's just because a lot of younger kids now they just spend all their money they earn from on loot boxes. Like, you know what I mean? Try to get their FIFA soccer team up or Ultimate Team. Same thing with, like, I'll say Madden, whatever.
2K.
Some it's 2K. They're all doing this shit, and I want to know, chat, if you think this is illegal. Should this be gambling? And also, how would an industry make money if the world decides to catch on with Netherlands and say, hey, this ain't right? How would you think? What would be the best way then for developers to earn money then? You let us know below. Bruno, what do you think about this topic that I found interesting?
Well, I think I think you shouldn't be like how old are the kids? Are they just out of high school or what? Like, because I don't really know much about this. I know you just told me about it before we got on the show, but I think it is definitely gambling from the way it sounds. I don't think any a kid should be spending that amount of money like on Madden, 2K, FIFA, any kind of game like that.
Yeah.
Where I think like gaming producers or whatever, I think they should focus on actually making the game entertaining and not making them spend money to make their players better.
Right. In our um
Country,
yes, in our
country.
country, we never experienced something like this before. Gambling's always been here, but, like, even when in our younger days, games would just come out and they wouldn't have microtransactions, so it wouldn't be this bad. It wasn't to this level, and developed gaming industries would just make money because people buy their games, love the game. It'd be good quality games. Now that I feel half of the games are shit, and they're rushing maybe because of COVID, but they just don't put enough like
Quality games out.
heart into their games no more. And I feel I feel like that loot boxes should they should make gaming companies should make in-game currency easable to attain, and they should make it so that you can get a lot by say beating an online guy. Like give him like 50,000 coins or whatever, or 20,000 coins, right? To buy players on the market, and instead of having you have to pay like $40 for a like like whatever a card like a box on like a loot box, and hopefully you get good players, right? And then of course you sell them, but it's like you gotta like most streamers and YouTubers, right, who play in the NBA 2K or who do Madden, they spend like I want to say a good almost $1,000 maybe on loot boxes, maybe more.
Probably more than that.
More than
I
that, I
think.
think it might be more. And then you're having little kids do this. Like this isn't
It's a bad look.
this isn't right because you're having them spend all their money, right? And it's like they're not even caring about the product anymore. I feel like so.
Well,
And I was, of course, if I'm a parent, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Like we're trying to teach our kids how to save money for the future, how to buy a house, how to pay bills. So and
not
then
spend money
and
on loot boxes and
yes, and then
on VC.
and then this
Yeah.
stems from the first Star Wars Battlefront that EA made, and the loot boxes were so bad in that game. In Battlefront 2, Battlefront in the first one, actually both Star Wars Battlefront, up in the very beginnings of their life, the gaming life when they first came out, the loot boxes were so bad that many of the states in the U.S. going was trying to make this microtransactions illegal in their states because they wanted to get it out. But then finally EA after a long time took it all out basically and made it so you can get in-game currency. And so let us know what you think, chat. We I thought it was interesting. I mean, especially FIFA, like soccer is like around the world, like
It's the most popular sport in the world.
it's soccer. It's like football. Sorry, I'm gonna say football because in America we call it soccer, but football, eh, you know, it's the most entertaining sport ever. For I'm just saying it from because I think I like watching soccer better than hockey. That's me personally. I uh I think soccer has the most uh, interesting characters in sports right now because you just have so many personalities. Like when it comes to defenders, it comes to midfielders, it comes to goalies, and it's so it's such a and it's such a fun sport because there's so many leagues around the world, right? And it's just so many good players. It's what I mean, and it's just I'm just saying personally, it's I don't I don't blame any countries for banning microtransactions because soccer they racks so much money for making microtransactions that it's quite ridiculous. It's stupid. They don't even need to have microtransactions because everyone's gonna buy soccer, FIFA. All right, it's not like we need to make extra cash, make a better game next year. Just what do you mean? Stop being lazy pricks. Just freaking.
That's what basically 2K does too,
I
and
know.
EA with Madden too.
I mean, stop being a freaking jughead, all right? You jamokes. Like, just make You have the technology. You have the funding. Everyone's gonna buy FIFA. I mean, Christ, it's the best sport in the world, arguably. You telling me you can't make? You don't have the fun, the the stash to like make better graphics, better interactions. Make the game more realistic. It's it's complete horseshit. Um, I let us know, chat, what you think. Is Netherlands like doing the right thing? Because they're they are banning. They are suing EA like almost half a million, like 500,000 every month, if until for microtransactions. And you think the United States should continue on this path? Um, I certainly do. I think that EA has been probably one of the worst gaming companies in its last decade. And let us know what you think down below. So, for our from one of my last topics is, do you think the Dolphins are for real next year? Because I think next year you gotta watch out. This team is gonna win the East. I think. What do you think, Bunner?
I think they'll be up there. I trust their team more. I think than the Bills because I believe they should have just tromped on the Patriots last week. Like this past, I think it was yesterday they played the Bills against the Patriots, and they should have just blew them out of the water by like 25 points, and it was close.
Mm-hmm.
What was the score again?
Well, at one point it was like 21-7, I think, but it's like
Yeah,
turned out to be 28-14
yeah,
that, against the
yeah.
Rams, and then they blew out the 49ers.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be tough.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely should be upgrading their offensive line because with Tua,
Yep.
you got to protect. That's the most important thing in my mind for a great football team is to improve the offensive line.
Right. I agree. All right, we are at that time, chat, where we're gonna be answering your questions and your your opinions on our topics. So, so Marshmallow, I agree that we either I do like your pick for the Chiefs. I think they are gonna be a team that will probably be in a Super Bowl conversation. Um, Banzing uh Banzing a fan 97. Sorry, Basing a fan. If I butcher your name, I am very sorry. Uh, so you like to go to UK for your number one, Paris number two, Puerto Rico number three, number four, Cedar's Point. Bruno, do you know what that is? I'm not quite sure what
Where?
that is. Cedar's Cedars Point. I'm gonna
No,
have
I
to look
never
that.
heard of that one.
Gonna have to
I've
look
never heard
that
of that
one
one.
up. Um, Beijing A fan, if you are still here, you if you can let us know. And on your fifth option is Australia. That is a very good list. I think me and Bruno agree. Every those areas are have their uniqueness and have their culture, that their unique cultures to go and explore.
Right.
Number four, I have to look that up. Just give me a sec. And Australia, I want to go to Australia, but I feel like everything would kill me there. I'm just a little nervous. I feel like I'll die from a freaking spider.
I would just hate the plane ride there if I'm being totally honest. It's
Yeah,
a 24-hour plane ride
yeah, that's brutal. That is too. I'll probably just sleep and watch a movie, I guess. Like
for
everyone else
24
does.
hours.
I mean, no, I'm probably dead at that point. If I'm sleeping 24 hours, like You gotta land this plane. Reverse the plane, 'cause I'm dead. So, so I'm gonna look at this. Cedars Point. It's an amusement park in Ohio.
Oh, Cedar Point.
Cedar
Oh,
Point.
Cedar Point. Oh, Cedar Point. It's in Ohio. It's a amusement park.
Oh, okay. I is it good? Do you know? Never heard that park.
Oh, it's an amusement park. It's like one of the best amusement parks in the country.
Okay, sounds interesting. Gotta take a look at that. Alrighty, chat. This is we are live for 5 more minutes. If you got any questions you'd like to ask, go right ahead. We are here for 5 more minutes. Um. hmm,
Oh boy. How many people are in the chat? Two?
No, we got like 7, I think. Six, 5 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah, we got like a good amount, and we have like a good amount of. We have a lot of people, good amount of viewers, I think. I would say.
Yeah. Do do do.
Da, da, da.
4 more minutes, guys. Come on. Let's see some questions over here. Any kind of question.
All right. If you like, we we're open to questions to us. If you want to know more about us, uh, just let us know. I mean, we're happy to oblige. If you want to know why we came up with the podcast, why we started, why we decided to do this, just ask us any questions. We are here. We got about 3 more minutes.
You know what I think is that I think now mental health is more important than ever,
Of course it
especially
is.
now. Like
I mean,
God.
imagine having to be isolated for a year. Like
Well,
you can't do
I've been
anything.
doing that basically.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's not good. It's not good. I mean, it's not. Also, it's even worse because now it's in the winter. You really can't do anything outside. So,
Not really.
I mean, maybe you can play soccer, maybe some fall ball, I guess. But
Field hockey.
I guess, but it's a risk. It is still a risk. Even though you're outside, it's still a risk.
Very true. Two more minutes on the chat. Any questions? Don't be don't be hesitant to ask us.
Don't be shy. We don't bite. All right, we're not zombies. Even though Halloween was yesterday, and I feel like a zombie today, but we're not. I swear.
Yeah, I'm not so much a zombie. Uh, I'm not a zombie right now. I'm, I'm, I've been drinking water constantly, so I'm not really that sleepy, I guess. Every now and then I have coffee.
Right, right, right.
I know you hate coffee.
Well, it makes me shit. So
Well, it makes me do that too, but I still drink it.
yeah, but for me it's like I'm drinking it. It's like eating hot wieners for me.
Oh yeah, I only have that once a year.
Same. My sister bought me it last couple days ago. I was like, ah, shit. So I can't leave it now. All right.
Where'd she get it from?
Oh, Oneyville, of course.
Oh yeah, that explains it.
All right, chat. We are done. We will be online Wednesday, 12 to 1. If you have any suggestions, please let us know. My my Instagram is, let me see, my profile. It is Big T 1996 1407. If you want to send us suggestions, you can, or you can let us know in the chat right now. Other than that, we're getting off. Peace out. Have a good time.
Have a great day.